Hi loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today I would love to show you how I'm making the program candles. So program candles, it's basically the candles which we use in spiritual practices and which will have a specific program. Basically intention which you include in the candle while you creating it. So let's start. Here, as you can see, I bought myself some beeswax sheets. I actually saw lots, so you probably saw the candles with them. Those ones are not full sheets. It's basically leftovers. However, they will work perfectly well. I don't need a candle which will last me, so the thicker the candle will be, the more hours it will work. I will warn you that you need to be next to your candle, since inside those candles we will place some herbs, and also I will use runes too. So I will use the purple one and the green one. We use the color magic in the magic candles, and also some herbs, as I mentioned before. And I wanted to show you actually difference in the candle magic. So those ones I got in IKEA, and as you can see them here, they're pretty. I mean, like, they have a lavender scent. However, those candles will not work in magic, so please keep in mind everything which is dead, which will not have a pure wax, will not work in magic. They're fine for, having them around and having like a flame wise. However, the spirits of the nature will not come on a dead fire, and they will not come to the dead wax. So regarding the flame also, when you're using the candles, you need to have matches. Unfortunately, the lighter will not work. The flame should be alive, so you need to have matches. And my advice for you when you will use candles, those ones are fine. They are not intent to do any work rather than me connect to the spirit, and this is it. They just like here basically for us, to have the fire around us. However, when you have a program candle, you cannot extinguish it with the blow. You cannot just blow in it to extinguish the candle, since it's going to be a disrespect to the spirit of fire. So you either need to kind of like pinch it or use a special candle extinguisher, which is really nice to have around. Okay, so let's start. So I'm gonna use, actually I have, as you can see here, I have actually a lot. So purple will be connected to the crown chakra. As you can see, I have different leftovers, so the size kind of matters. As I mentioned, the thicker the candle will be, the longer it will last. This is 100% pure wax, just dyed, in a specific color. I'm gonna probably use this one, since this will be too short. This will be kind of okay. You can still use a small piece. I mean, like, it's fine, it's gonna work. It just, let's do for training purposes, start with the kind of golden needle. Okay, so another thing which you need to have, as I mentioned, in magic, everything's supposed to be natural. The pure material you will have, the better, since the natural things created by the god, which is basically the nature, will retain the information which you will place in it. The dead things, everything which is like plastic, everything created by the humans, will not retain any intention. It's dead. It doesn't have any power to provide electricity even. So I'm talking about the plastic or rubber. However, yes, coming back to this thing. So I do have this 100% cotton wig. And yep, let's see. So basically what you want to do you want to measure the wick to the length of your candle. And actually no, wait, my bad. So at first, before we're gonna place the wick, since it's a wax and it's kind of, I mean, like, it's 100% wax, so it will bend easily. As you can see, it will not like break. But since I live in Los Angeles and you might live somewhere else, if it's pretty cold in your room, of course, if the wax is not heated well, it's gonna break. It's like super cold. I don't know if you're making candle outside in the snow. I don't know if like what you're doing. However, at first it's better to warm it up, and you always want to use your hands, since the hands by itself, I'm making the candle for my clarity, since it's a color of the sacral chakra. And you just hold it. You can hold it like this. You can pray. You can ask, you know, like, please bring me some clarity. Please open my crown chakra. Please show me the way and open my roads. Basically, whatever you intend to do, the possibilities are limitless, but you need to stay in the color of wisdom. So after you warm the candle up with your warmth, or with the warmth of your hand and intention, it's kind of like fine to work with. Also, my setup, it's a pure marble. I got this cutting board long time ago. It's actually really good for another type of candles, which are rolling candles, but we're still gonna use it for this one, since, you know, like, when you do it, it's better, of course, since it's a, you know, it's a beeswax sheet. It's better to use it probably on the surface which will retain heat. So I would definitely recommend you to do it on the wooden cutting board. Please don't use it back. So if you're taking something from your kitchen, for instance a cutting board, for those magic purposes, never put it back. Always take it away, buy something new better on that place, but don't use a cutting board which you use for magic purposes in the kitchen. The same with salt, the same with other stuff. So yes, however, you know, like, this cutting board will do. So you place the beeswax here, and then you take the wick and you measure how long you need it. Another good thing with the beeswax sheets, that you can, you know, press in the wick and it will stay there, which is nice. So the candle will be kind of slim. It's not gonna be super thick, which is good though, because even this candle, I measured it, and it took almost 3 hours to burn this type of candle. So if you will have a thicker candle, I believe it will be like even 5+ hours. So you place the wick. Better, of course, to have wick which will be dipped in the wax. It's just gonna burn better. Sometimes in this case, wick can burn really fast, and then it's just gonna take some time for it to kind of start to burn as a regular candle. So be mindful about it. And you start to roll it in slowly but surely. Also, please, whenever you're gonna burn the candles, it's better to stay with them. Even if you have a candle holder, so we're gonna use a herbs in this particular case. And herbs, they might kind of crack, you know, have this like cracking sound while they burn, and it just depends how much like how many herbs you're gonna use too, because if it's not a lot, it's not gonna be a big deal. However, if it's like a lot, if you have like a thick candle with a bunch of different herbs, I always recommend you to use not more than 3 herbs, please, herb types, because the more herbs you're gonna use, the more discord the candle will have. Even though it's like we use it for our, you know, like spiritual purposes, still you need to know how to write down the program correctly. So in this candle, I'm gonna use my lavender. Actually, I got this one from the Whole Foods, but if you have a herbalist who's getting the herbs in specific days, because they matter, and the way how you collect the matter, and the part of the day, which is like, you know, it's daytime or nighttime, matters too for a specific herb. Better to get it from them. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a decent person so far, and I'm not so freaky enough to go outside and 4 a.m. just to collect some herbs. And also, it's like nature here is a little bit different. However, you can get them in store or in the I don't think you have them in CVS here, but definitely some stores which sell herbs might have something which you need. So also remember, herbs have magical powers. Some herbs are connected to the planets. Well, okay, all herbs are ruled by the planets. However, also all herbs have their own specific meaning. So I'm gonna use a lavender to calm myself down at some point, and also to bring some clarity to my space while I will burn it. As you can see, already kind of grind it in the mortar with the mortar and pestle. You can use the full herbs too. You don't need to grind them. Just keep in mind, the fuller they are, the smokier and the crackier and the messier it might be. And also, it's not so even to distribute as well. In those type of candles, it's fine, but it's I always I would recommend you for the beginning to use mortar and pestle. And also, the thing that you can grind multiple herbs, like the big ones, especially have flowers like roses, to attract some relationships. It's better to use those tools, only because you will incorporate more different herbs together. As I mentioned, please use only 3 for the beginning. So since the work is done, another actually vital thing for you, remember, the contact with your skin is really important. When you take in the herbs, you kind of need to hold them and place your intention in the herbs by itself. So you can, like, you know, move them around your fingers, say that you need it, say what you want. Like in my case, I just basically need some clarity in my life. I want to see my path. I want to know what the future steps I need to do. And yep, the herbs will hear you. Also, interesting thing that herbs, alive ones, they have their own aura. So if you have alive plants in your house, as I mentioned, they're ruled by a specific planet, but they also have their own, you know, ways how they survive. Some of them vampires, so some herbs actually absorb negative energy, and other herbs and other plants are givers. So and they basically share the energy with you. Thank you. You can use a how you call it, the essential oils too, will work great. I didn't grab mine in this case, however, it will work. For this particular candle, I'm actually gonna use a rune. Yes, I will use a rune. Since this candle intent for me to have some clarity. While you're here with me on the line, let's grab some piece of paper and the purple marker. With the runes, you don't need to have, oops, sorry for shaking. Okay, perfect. Yeah, with the runes, I would say the color, the way how you will mark them, doesn't really matter. Runes are graphical magic, so just, you know, regular pen will do. Of course, it depends from the people whom I saw. Some say it's better to do it on the pergament paper, like, you know, this old Egyptian style type of paper. I don't have it, and honestly, I was doing it on the piece of paper for so long, so I think it's gonna it's gonna work out. Also, what I wanted to tell you, so I will use Ansus only because I technically need some clarity and wisdom, and it's kind of correlate with the topic of this candle. The true program candle of course needs to be more specific, so I don't have here a black beeswax sheets. They usually would be used in like banishing magic, you know, when you need to get rid of something, when you want to cut sever the ties, or you want to clean your aura or get rid of something. That's what type of idea you need to keep in mind when you're creating the candle. This one I'll just showing you for the, you know, general purposes. Like, it's really doesn't have like lots of program here other than just help me to see the past clearly in my life. Another tip, you would love your herbs to be further from the wick, otherwise they're gonna burn unevenly. You in Wicca, or Wicca, sorry for my sorry for my accent, I think it's CKA. Anyway, so in the Wicca magic, I know that they are writing intention. You can do it as well. With the runes, when you made a rune, you need to say rune Ansus will help me to see my past clearly, will show me the possibilities and the path which I need to walk through. And this is enough. Usually runes you need to activate. In this case, oh, by the way, in this case, since you activated them technically with the candle, so when the candle will burn, and it will burn the rune down, then when it's gonna activate. So you also need to mention it verbally too. You need to remember, runes are really specific. You cannot be wishy-washy saying like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I want, but so you need to be very specific what they're working for. And as I mentioned, you can write down your intention here. Sorry, it's probably shaking. You can write down your intention here. Will work too. You can use essential oils. And basically right now I'll say that the rune Ansus will start to work after burning it till the end, and will work for let's do 3 days. I'll just need a cleansing or type of clarity. 3 days will be fine. As I mentioned, I wanted intentionally to make a candle for a more specific task. Like in this case, I need to get like more financial stability, so I would use like other runes, but it will be with the green color and it will have different herbs. In this particular candle, the way it is, it's totally fine. So, and yep, you start to roll it in all the way till the back. So yeah, rune Ansus will work only for 3 days till the result is achieved. Please, if you don't know nothing about runes, I would recommend you stay away from them. It's really, how to say it, it's not a toy. Some people, when they do candles, I saw they kind of, 1 second. So they probably in the videos which you'll find in the internet, they would usually take oil and they will like kind of go over like this, you know, like please. And of course it depends on your intention, what you want. Is it for you, is it for someone else? By the way, when you're rolling this candle, it's better to roll it if it's something towards you, especially like money-wise, or when you cleansing your field, you need to roll it towards you. So the way how I was doing it, it's fine, since as I mentioned, this candle is more just to show you how it works. But when you will have a specific program, just remember, when you rolling it, if you roll it towards yourself, that's when it will work on you. If you roll it for someone, like, I don't know, if you'll decide to, you know, start to sell those candles, roll it from you or out of you. Yeah, I will do a separate video on the candle magic, because there's a lot of things which I would love to discuss. Some people, they will take there's a special knife. Some people use regular knives. However, there's a special knife for carving, and they usually will carve out their intention up here, like, you know, the clarity, clarity, clarity 3 times or something like this. Please be mindful, this theme up here, or theme, you need to kind of make sure that it's all flattened, otherwise your candle will just split apart while you're gonna burn it. Yeah, so as I mentioned, in Wicca, I saw that they basically take essential oils, they will like rub it with intention, they will like place more herbs and like roll it in, which probably will work. The way how I learned how to do it, and it's coming from the side where I'm from. I'm from Ukraine originally, so that's the way how the candles usually are created. So it looks good. I mean, like, I'm pleased with the result. Usually the top, I'd love to, you know, I'd like to kind of squeeze it. So it'll be like this. Sorry, I don't know if you can see it. And yep, it turned out pretty well, at least as I mentioned, just to show you what is a program candle. I think the purpose is achieved. So once again, thank you for being here. I wish you all the best. Please, when you will burn it, do not step away. You never know what's gonna happen when the herbs are involved, so you don't want to you know, do some work and then you will be unattentive, and then God forbid this, some kind of like fire will happen. So please be mindful, and I will show you how to make a candle for probably a job offer in another video, or or it's gonna be a candle for like money attraction. And yep, thank you, stay tuned, bye.